What is going on, everybody? It is the Botch1654 here, and today I'm going to bring you a quick video and breakdown on how to unlock the Dark Ops challenge for the mission Suppression, which is basically Vorkuta from Black Ops 1. And what you're going to unlock is the Undaunted calling card. And I'm going to show you guys pretty much the method and the route that I took in order to achieve that particular goal. What you have to do is not be detected by the zombies within the entire duration of the different checkpoints in the very beginning of the map. So I'm going to break everything down for you guys, exactly play by play of what I did, and I'm going to show you which route I took, which doors I went in, what equipment I use as well too, to be able to kind of get them distracted, get them away, and not be seen and not cause pretty much them to start to attack you, because that's, if you do that, then you don't get the Dark Ops challenge, you don't complete it. So before we do get started, make sure you guys do hit that like button and that subscribe button so you know when we go live or we upload here on the channel. So without further ado, let's jump on into some of the gameplay, and you'll actually see me in the other corner there. This is from a live stream, so you guys will end up hearing me a little bit here and there. So without further ado, let's jump on into it, and we'll show you guys kind of my playthrough of this particular mission to get the Dark Ops challenge. Okay, so here is pretty much the start of the actual map. You're going to start in a prison cell here, and we can kind of skim through this a little bit. You're going to open up this prison cell, and essentially what's going on is there's zombies that are all over the map. They'll be glowing red, and what you're going to want to do is avoid them at all costs, because they will have this little diamond shape on the top of their head there, which will show, and pretty much if that goes full red, then they'll send off like a sound or an alarm, and then it'll alert every other one, and then you're kind of screwed and you don't get the challenge. I do end up killing one or two of them before it gets to that point, because you will have to unfortunately do that. So I do end up killing one or two of them further into the map. And what you guys will see and we'll break down. So you go to this door here, unlock it, and open the door. It kind of goes through just some like story challenges stuff. So we'll skip forward a little bit here in the video to the very first encounter that you're going to end up getting, and what you guys should grab and should not grab. So right here, it even says like try to sneak past them. This is pretty much where the pretty much what they're going to look like and how you're going to be able to go about it. So you can kind of ease past them and not alert them, which is, you know, sometimes can be difficult, sometimes can be very challenging. The biggest things that I would pick up, I unfortunately in the beginning of this is my first ever playthrough. I picked up stims because I thought I was going to go have to knife all these zombies, you know, and I was like, I'm definitely going to die. What I ended up doing further into the video is decoys. Decoys are the only thing that you need, and it's the most important thing that you need. And I'll also show you guys where and how to throw them in particular areas so that you really do get the maximum out of it. And what that is pretty much taking them and throwing them at the ceiling so that and throwing them pretty rapidly so they all kind of swarm over to that area so you can dart the hell out of there and get way out of the way. So let's go into further gameplay here. So you'll see if you turn to this room to the right, you'll actually end up picking up some armor. So if they do end up hitting you, you can get some armor. But I unfortunately hit, I got a stim. That's really all that was there, as you can see. So what we're going to do is we're going to slowly walk past them. They don't detect you in this area, but you see how that triangle started to glow up there? That thing goes full, they alert them. So I would jump through this window. You technically didn't have to, but I thought there were zombies around the corner. I really didn't know. So I jumped through this window. You're going to end up turning around there, and you're going to hit that. That opens up that gate. So once you open up that gate right there, you're going to hit that button. You're going to go through that, and that's going to go to the next checkpoint. The next checkpoint is just some stuff with the story. We'll kind of speed on through that really quick, so let's speed on. Okay, so here I followed the path and I walked down. This is going to be your first interactive. There's going to be a radio here. There's going to be pinpoint grenades. Those aren't really that important. There's also a decoy right there as well, too. That's what you should be picking up. This particular guy that's about to approach us here, I had to wait until he walked back, essentially, through. So see how that cursor comes up there? He saw me, but as long as you get back out of coverage, you'll still be okay, which is nice. That's a radio there for distraction. So he started walking away, but there was no way that I was going to be able to get to the next point, which I needed to go into, which was the vents. And that's where it's going to be key. So I turned on this radio for the distraction. Once I turned that on, it started to play Russian music there. So I'll turn on the volume so you guys can hear it.
Keep moving. We need to
So
find a place to link up.
it'll tell you to keep moving sometimes. Don't listen to it. Take your time. You got to be patient in order to get this challenge. So what I did was I hid behind this door, and then it started to go up there, and it realized I was there, but then I killed it as soon as I was able to get close enough to it. I go to the left there, and I get underneath these vents here. Um, which I believe these are vents. I don't really know what else they would pretty much be, but I'm going to crawl through here. Now, they don't see you when you're in these vents. As long as they're not right up on you and you're far enough away, they're not going to see you. So I kind of take my time here, but what I'm going to end up doing, so to save you guys a ton of time and how you guys are going to get through, is I'm going to make sure that none of them are looking at me. Right here is a perfect time to throw a decoy grenade. You want to creep out a little bit, look to the right and throw a decoy, and then make a beeline for it right to that very next vent in front of you. So you're going to want to run straight into that next vent directly in front of you. So here I saw nobody looking at me. Boom, just sprinted right to that next one. This one is just I guess like a free kill. It wakes up. You just stab it a couple of times and then you're good to go. Then you take a right and then that's where the next one is. But you still have to be careful though, because they're still going to come and look for you. So you got to be careful to make sure that you're not just sprinting past, because they will end up seeing you. So you got to kind of gauge it and do like a perfect timing. You can't jump over that ledge there. I thought you were going to be able to. He was coming back out into that room there, so you really got to be careful. So I went back and retreated back into the vents until I saw that the coast was clear. And then I saw the coast was clear, and then boom, I just sprinted right down those stairs there. Close. So he actually was kind of almost turning around, if I wasn't mistaken. And that's like, and now you're at the next checkpoint there. That's just more armory that I picked up. And then now you're about to enter into a place where I wish I would have picked up that decoy, because I'm going to sneak. I'm going to and actually what I was saying right there was like, I'm trying to be sneaky because I guarantee we'll end up getting a dark ops challenge for it. And we literally got a dark ops challenge for it. But now we're about to enter into the cafeteria. And this is exactly the route that I went. So I creeped into the cafeteria there and I stayed close to these pillars. These pillars are very important because what it'll help to do is kind of brighten up the screen, and it'll keep you obviously covered because it's very, very dark. You're kind of like almost in the shadows. So I made sure that I stayed in the by the beams there. Now there's a door to the right here I thought was going to be able for me to go into. It's locked. So you can't get into there. So I went to this second beam here. Just played it cool. But you see how the room kind of brightened up, so now you can kind of see where they're all at. I couldn't even see that there was that many of them. So now you can kind of see where they're all at. Take your time. Take your time with that. Then once that one turned around, I just made a beeline for that door coming up to the right. So I saw they were all turned around, went there, did that, and I did a dolphin dive just to get into this office area here. And I have no idea how they did not see me. But that's where the route you're going to want to. You're going to want to go underneath, or you're going to want to go over the cafeteria table and sprint to that next office and lay down. And then I'll show you guys what you're going to end up doing next and which room to go in next, which is going to be to your right hand side. So let's go on over to the next segment and the next area that you're going to want to go into.
Fucking maze.
Alrighty, so we get out of that room and then we gotta go over to the right really quick. So it's a quick right. Now we're into like this kitchen area. You'll see the stoves there. I find a shotgun underneath this table. Grab the shotgun. That's just in case I'm gonna absolutely need it or not. I still pull out my knife because it's important for you to still have your knife out. The table comes big into play because I actually have to go back and hide underneath it. And this is where I finally decided to pick up decoys because the stims, I'm not going to need them. So decoys were massive. Uh, you want to stay prone the entire time. Do not stand up. If you stand up, they're going to see you and it's going to alert all of them. So what I did was I creeped all the way to that door over there. Um, it was a bad idea because they're constantly circling. So there's one right there, and there's ones that keep coming close. So I'm kind of pinned down here at the moment. And this is where you would throw your decoys. I really didn't know where to throw them, how to throw them. I think the first one I throw it in the worst spot possible, which is like 5 feet from me, and it gets stuck there and then draws a zombie inside, which I have to end up killing. So, and it was this guy right there. So what I end up doing is throwing the decoy in the worst spot. I think I throw it right here. Look, I chuck it, goes right there. It goes like 4 feet from me. So I have to then run and hide underneath this table here around the corner. That zombie doesn't move. What I'll have to end up doing is I'll have to end up killing the zombie, which is fantastic. And then I'll be able to show you guys exactly the perfect way in where to throw the decoys so you get every single one of those zombies away from you to dart to the next area in the cafeteria. So let's jump on over to that. Okay, so as you can see, they are all crowded around me hard, man.
Oh no.
They're coming.
No,
They're
no,
coming
no.
for me. So the only thing that I can really end up doing is using those decoys, and they're walking back
Do
and
they know I'm
forth.
here? Is that like what's going on?
And they know that I'm there because I just had to kill one of them. So I throw it at the ceiling, sticks perfect. So it's starting to draw them more towards that way. But it only lasts like 5 to 7 seconds. So you got to make sure like you got to throw another one, because then look, now he just turned right around. I was like, all right, I was right about to get out of it. So what I do, throw another one right at the ceiling. And then this is where I make a beeline straight for where that checkpoint is. They're all over there. Take one more. Go right up there. I throw it right where, yep. Throw it right more in the center. Wait till it kicks off, and then boom, I'm going to make a beeline for that door straight ahead. Keep running, take a left,
Oh
keep
my
sprinting the whole
God.
entire way. Follow this here. I
Dude.
didn't know if I was in the clear yet, but right now you're technically in the clear. Once you hear Alex Mason's voice, you can follow that arrow. You're going to keep running down this particular hallway. Once you get through these doors here, there's no more zombies. It'll show you that you've completed the mission. It won't pop up the Undaunted, but it'll pop that up there,
That's what I'm
which
talking about.
is,
So I knew I was
yeah, it says the inmate at large. You end up getting this one unlocked. And then when you go into your dark ops, you'll end up saying that you got something called the Undaunted. So that's how you are going to be able to complete the classified dark ops challenge and campaign in basically Black Ops 7's version of Black Ops 1 Rakuda, and obviously Black Ops 7. So hopefully this tutorial helped you guys, and this breakdown helped you to be able to get this dark ops challenge completed. Let me know down in the comments if you guys want me to do any more. I haven't really discovered any more yet, but I'm sure they're out on the internet. I can give them a try. Let me know if you guys are having trouble with this particular one and where you guys are kind of getting stuck. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Also make sure that if you guys do enjoy live streams, we live stream here on the channel every single Friday night at 9 p.m. Central Time. So make sure that you guys tune in for those. Always doing challenges. Make sure you guys always tune in for new videos coming out on the channel, which come out weekly. Shorts come out daily as well too. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video.